girls, what was the most obvious hint you dropped and the guy just didn't get it? I'd been crushing hard on my coworker Wyatt for about 6 months. We worked in the same office building, ate lunch together almost every single day at this sandwich place across the street, and I genuinely thought we had this undeniable connection going on. But every single time I tried to flirt with him or drop any kind of hint, he'd just smile really politely and change the subject like I was talking about the weather forecast. One Tuesday afternoon during our usual lunch break, I casually mentioned that my shower had been completely broken for almost a week now, and I'd been forced to wake up early and go to the gym every morning just to use their showers before heading to work. He immediately perks up with this eager look and says, "Oh, I can totally fix that for you. I'm actually pretty good with plumbing stuff. I fixed my sister's entire bathroom last year." I'm thinking, perfect. This is exactly the opportunity I've been waiting for. So I texted him that Friday afternoon, asking if he happened to be free that evening to maybe come take a look at it. He responds within like 30 seconds saying, "Absolutely, I'll bring my tools and be there around 7. He shows up at my apartment door at exactly 7 o'clock sharp, wearing old jeans and a faded t-shirt, carrying this heavy metal toolbox in one hand and his phone in the other with YouTube plumbing tutorials already pulled up and ready to watch. I answer the door wearing this silky black robe, my hair all down and curled perfectly, full makeup carefully done. He literally walks right past me into my apartment saying, "Hey, thanks for waiting. So where's your bathroom located?" And I'm just standing there internally screaming. He heads straight to my bathroom, immediately turns the shower on to test the water, and starts diagnosing what the problem might be out loud like he's some kind of professional contractor. He's saying things like, "Okay, the water pressure's definitely weak. Could be a clogged shower head, might be the valve, should check the pipes." Meanwhile, I'm leaning against the bathroom door frame in my robe, trying my absolute hardest to look attractive and mysterious. He doesn't even glance in my direction once for like 5 straight minutes. I decide to really escalate things. I hop up and sit directly on the bathroom counter, right next to where he's kneeling and working. I start fanning myself and say in what I think is a seductive voice, "It's getting really hot in here." He briefly looks up and goes, "Yeah, old buildings have terrible ventilation. Crack that window." Then immediately continues unscrewing my shower head with intense focus. I'm just sitting there, watching him meticulously clean mineral deposits with this tiny brush, trying desperately to figure out what to do next. So I lean down really close to him and whisper, "I really appreciate you coming over to help me." He smiles without looking up and says, "Of course, what are friends for, right?" At this exact moment, I'm genuinely ready to just completely give up on everything. But then he casually asks me to hand him that wrench from his toolbox by the door. I grab it, lean in super close when handing it over, and let my hand rest on his for several long seconds. He just says thanks and keeps working like absolutely nothing happened. Another full 20 minutes go by. He's completely disassembled my entire shower head, cleaned every single piece thoroughly, and reassembled the whole thing perfectly. He turns the water back on, and suddenly it's running with amazing pressure. He stands up looking proud, washes his hands in my sink, and announces all fixed, should work perfectly now. I quickly step in front of the bathroom door, completely blocking his exit, and tell him I honestly don't know how to thank you enough. He reaches out and literally pats my shoulder exactly like I'm one of his guy friends and says, "Seriously, don't even worry about it. Happy to help." I'm standing there in a robe, alone with him in my apartment at night, and this man genuinely thinks we're platonic friends. I cannot handle it anymore. I grab his face with both hands and just kiss him hard. He freezes completely, then pulls back with this shocked look and goes, "Wait, you like me? Like actually romantically like me?" I start laughing because I cannot believe this. I say I invited you over at night, answered in a robe, been flirting for 6 months straight. His face turns red. He admits he'd been into me too, but thought I was out of his league. Said he figured I just saw him as the handy guy friend, spent 6 months convinced he was friend zoned. I asked why he thought I ate lunch with him literally every day. He said he figured I just liked company and didn't want to make things weird. We've been dating 3 years now. He still brings that toolbox every visit, even though nothing's broken anymore. Last week I jokingly said my sink was making noise. He showed up in 20 minutes ready to fix it. I had to confess I was lying. He looked so genuinely disappointed. Now I regularly invent fake apartment problems just so he feels useful. Last month he proposed. Got on one knee in my bathroom, exact spot where he fixed that shower 3 years ago.